Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of Asobi Asobase. So last episode, as usual, we had crazy shenanigans, like pulling legs and some silly dancing, of course, which is always nice. We also had a very failed haircut that I just kind of want to forget ever happened. And I think we also stabbed a voodoo doll a lot. That was fun. But anyway, let's get into this episode and see what our girls do today in regards to their pastimes. 3, 2, 1, play. And now I swear, I have new thoughts on this opening every time I see it. My newest thought is that maybe this opening is supposed to be so calm and relaxing and peaceful to kind of, calm you down a bit, before you get to experience the insanity that is the show itself. I think that might be also a purpose it serves, because it always puts me in a good mood. Because if you go into the show itself and you're already, really dialed up, it just sends you to the roof. But if you can just calm down a bit to a more normal or slightly below normal level, you can better take the insanity. If what I'm saying makes sense at all. I mean, because imagine if the opening was like the ED. Of course, I like both the OP and the ED. They're both top tier. So don't get me wrong on that. I kind of want lyrics for this song translated. Because I can understand enough to know there's some eerie overtones to it, but Phantom Thieves Pass Club. Wow, I had no idea I was watching Persona 5, but okay. I thought that was later today. Oh, the trap. Did not think she'd be a returning character. Not sure I know what that is, but okay. Guess we can help. I bet they do. Really? That's surprising to hear. Yeah. Guess we are just gonna be Phantom Thieves, okay. I guess so. Oh. Okay. See, they're kind of drawing on themselves. She's not wrong, you're very sketchy. Are you gonna bribe them? Oh. That's yeah, that's all that she needs. Olivia's a big sumo fan. Oh. She's got something for everyone, doesn't she? What's she gonna give Hanako? She's got something for you, I'm sure. Wow. You are a rich girl, right? You could just buy that yourself. Wow. Apparently this is Persona 5, they're making a calling card. Yes, that's what you need. I'm not sure where she got those, but what is it? Is it a good idea? Brilliant. I don't know why I ever questioned you, Hanako. Do people actually do that? That's messed up in multiple ways. You don't have to be that specific. Don't do that. That's gonna bite you or something. I'm going to try to believe in you, Hanako, but Wow. Guess we're naming him Rocky after all. Great, great persona outfits. I know this probably isn't actually a Persona 5 reference, but it's funny to imagine that it is. Oh god. Uh, maybe I shouldn't have underestimated Hanako because she trained it good. Leave it to Phantoma, which is just ripped. Of course it does. Not even that surprised. Oh no, oh no. And they were never heard from again. Woman of Terror. That could be anyone in this show. You know, except for her, because that girly run. You're not as cute as you think you are. But I guess we have a reason for why she's there. It was picked by a beetle. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you that, would you? No one suspicious in here, right? Nobody in strange costumes. You jump out and surprise her. She'll pass out in fear and then you run away. Oh wow, you were that pay attention to that much detail. Okay, that was her. That would scare me enough to run away. And that's what you did. Okay, I like the positioning there. That's lucky Olivia, and I think she realizes how lucky she is. Oh, they really went there too. Oh my god! Don't do it! Don't do it! I I have a lot of fetishes. This is not one of them. Uh, well, Olivia was never heard from again. There's no apologizing for that. Pretty sure Olivia just wants to go home and take a bath. But I guess this is just that much more important. What's even in there? Oh. Who? Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, so it was the guy that I thought it was. Yeah, that was good times. So that explains why we never heard from him again. Well, I guess that's also the fault of the Pastimers Club. Yes, exactly. She left the tennis club a while ago. And now, yeah, Shogi also their fault. They basically, I was, I was actually wondering if all these were going to be about the Pastimers Club, and I guess that is the case. That happened too. So, is there any murder in this book? There's no covering it up. There's already an anime about it. Yeah, maybe there'll be something that we didn't cause. Uh, okay. Oh. Okay. Is that a big deal? Oh. Oh. It's good to know. I guess they did have that one scene where they were sniffing each other's armpits. Yeah, it's okay. What? Uh, I guess that's a compliment. Background's blinding me, but I guess I got through to her. I'm sure there are. It's a big world out there. They are truly friends. And now... I was gonna say now kiss, but I'll take this. Raskin Bobbins. Good old Raskin Bobbins. Yeah, just leave a very important book that's evidence in your club room. What could go wrong there? Well, I guess she'll be able to get it, so... Yeah, they're not very smart. And there's some confirmation that that's indeed a trap. I mean, it was obvious before, but... Basically want to get rid of evidence of her being a trap, I suppose. I guess that was the whole point of this. Uh... Oh no. Yeah, they made a mistake leaving that behind. I'm honestly surprised that that character came back at all. Weirdo, go. Not sure you can be bored when your club is literally about playing games. But I guess if you're alone, then that limits you a bit. Just do it. Yeah, but that could take a while. Just go in. Yeah, that was bad timing. But it's not quite that bad today. Are you gonna lick it? Tell me you're gonna lick it. Oh. Okay, you might want to get in there quickly. Yeah, get in there before she starts reading it, please. Wow, what decade does she think this is? I mean, I technically have an old laptop lying around that has Windows XP on it, but it doesn't work worth anything. I can't get to connect to the internet to save its life. Ugh. Oh god, I don't want to read about this. Of course there's balls in this shot, and why wouldn't there be? I disagree. But that's quite a face. Somebody please walk in and stop this, a teacher or something. Extra sticky. I bet that costs extra. What a dumbass. Serves you right. It's a weird story. Yoshio indeed. For once we're on the same page. That was your fault, Hanako. No one to blame but yourself, really. What's your opinion on my novel? That I only know that you read because if I was spying on you. That's not a real word. Ask her about the weather, that always works. All of you are. All of... Good God. Anyway, all three of you are weird, so... No need to call the kettle black. No, we can't have the show without you. Or you. Booby tragedy. You have my curiosity. But I'm not gonna get too excited after the butt play episode segment, so... Not gonna get too excited yet. And I learned from my mistakes. You play too many video games. Yes, get changed right here and now, please. Oh, I beg to differ. I think that's a perfect size. Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you? I kind of agree. More modest size is preferable, but I'd say look pretty good on you. I think that size works fine with your body type. That does look painful. If they could, that's what they would say. The grass is always greener, eh? No, you don't. All of you keep saying you have good ideas, but they are never good ideas. Brilliant. Works. Yeah, some model. I don't know her name or anything, but trust me, that's a real thing. Yeah, sure, why not? I could tell. Yeah, it's worth a try, just do it. We gotta take pictures. I love how embarrassed she looks. That looks great, yeah. Wear that all day long. They already know. They already know. Yes. I disagree. I don't think there's any harm in that. You don't have to try so hard, Kasumi. Just, you know, keep it up. I suppose. She looked so embarrassed for so long. Would not give her a pair of scissors or a needle. This is not gonna get any better, is it? Oh, whoa! That is something. I don't know. It looks all right. There's no need for mirrors. Which it just might. Yeah, be quiet, please. It's not gonna get any better. Oh. At least hide that. She has a little confidence left. Oh god. That... I don't think I have anything to say to that. It just looks ridiculous. It looks like somebody that's really trying to show off their oppai. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can at least do that much. Just turn it around. Do you? Looks alright. Yeah, but too late now. They have more than you can chew. And since she's flat, it would look better on her anyway. You look pretty nice, actually. Only you can make cuter faces. So yeah, yours isn't that great either. Are you going to fix this too? Okay, I think we might get some revenge here. At least she's smart enough to figure that out. It's like, I'm more than happy to help you with your outfit, since you're nice enough to do that for me. She is good with Yukata after all. They really are the best of friends. Episode went by surprisingly quickly. Which I should be used to with this show, but I'm still not. I think that actually was one of the more milder episodes. Like, I mean, the craziest thing that happened was just, you know, Hanukkah farted in Olivia's face. Really? I didn't say anything, but I was kind of thinking that that would be a possibility. I didn't think the show would actually do it, so I didn't bother to mention it. And then by the time I was about to mention it, they already started to go there. So kind of missed my timing on that one. I was hoping it would go in the direction of Olivia being like, oh my god, this position is awesome, I love it so much. But no, it was just, oh my god, I could be farted on at any moment, this is horrible. Which is funnier, of course, but my personal preference, I would have preferred the other option. Oh right, puppets, yeah, that's a thing too. I'd see. Don't mess with these puppets. They got weapons. Just the eye patch and I don't know. Yeah, like Snake. You're gonna stab your friend with that knife. You failed. Oh my god, it really was a reference. It's still going. Uh, cool. It took you that long to notice. Blow up? Yeah. So that was the 7th episode of Asobi Asobase. And yes, this episode we started off with the character actually returning, Alzora, who I wasn't sure would actually come back. I kind of thought she might be a one-off character, but no, she came back, which makes sense. She has a, at least I don't know who voice acts her, but it sounds like a really experienced voice actress, so you know, I guess it would make sense they would want to get more use out of the character. But anyway, she came by, wanted them to steal the banana papers, which I guess might be a reference to Panama Papers, but I don't know. The point is, she came over, she wanted their help getting that because it's we use to blackmail and stuff, and she would like to use it to blackmail other people, as well as taking out certain parts that would, you know, reveal Alzora's secrets. So it took a little bit of convincing to get the Pasttimers Club on board. She pretty much had to bribe them each individually. It's like, hey, Olivia, here's a sumo thingy. Hey, Kasumi, here's a English learning book. Oh, hey, Hanako, here's some cheap nail polish. Go do my bidding for me, my new lackeys. And yeah, they did it. They became phantom thieves. just like the characters in Persona 5, and had very silly outfits, which is what makes me think it might have been a Persona 5 reference, but I'm still not sure really, but it could be. It had the potential to be. But anyway, yeah, they got ready and they went for it. And they decided to, well, mostly Hanako decided to use a beetle to help with the infiltration process, to train and, with lockpicks and stuff. And yeah, it worked, so I can't say anything. I can't say that was a stupid idea because it worked. So yeah, I got nothing to say on that. They got in. They unfortunately the student council president kind of showed up at an inopportune time, so they kind of had to very quickly hide. And what was funny is that she actually noticed that the chair was slightly in a different position than it should have been. Obviously, because they hid under there, they probably bumped the chair a little bit. So they just kind of moved it back, and then the president just sees the chair moving by itself, freaks out a little bit, and she got out of there as soon as she could. And yeah, that's So luckily they didn't get caught, pretty much. However, the one downside of this scene was the fact that Olivia, she kind of was in a position where Hanako's butt was in her face. Which, that sounds wonderful, of course, until you remember what sometimes comes out of butts. And that became very apparent to Olivia because Hanako's butt had to breathe. So, yeah, I guess your mouth's not the only one that sometimes has to hold its breath. It can only do so for so long. So, what happened there, and Olivia was very upset for a while with Hanako. It was all pretty funny and pretty gross, really. Farting is not one of my fetishes, really. I have a lot of them, but that's not one of them. But it was amusing nonetheless. But anyway, they brought it back to their club room because they of course wanted to read it. No surprises there. However, it wasn't that surprising. I kind of saw it coming. But they read it, and a lot of the things in there, a lot of the scandals had to do with the Pastimers Club. We got to see a lot of events that involved them in some way. Like the teacher that licked the, urine off the floor. Who was it? Olivia, I think is the one they said. Was the one that peed herself. And then he just kind of licked it to test it to see if it actually was high school girl urine, because you got to be sure after all. You can't call yourself a proper educator if you don't test to see it. And yeah, so he was gone for a while after that at the hospital. So after that, we had having pop-ups with from YouTube comments, but anyway, we had that. I don't remember which one came after that, but I know we also got the Shogi Club because they obviously, screwed over the Shogi Club, got the president very severely injured. But also the tennis club, which Hanako quit. I mean, it's kind of a stretch to really call that their fault because you can't be obligated to stay inside of a club, If you want to leave the club for something else, you can't really be held responsible for what happens later on. But I can see some people being salty about it nonetheless. And they also burned down the cafe. You have to remember that. And that pretty much was what we had in that scene. And I think that was everything. It was most of it anyway. So they kind of were like, okay, let's just burn this. Like, no, we can't do that. Let's keep looking and make the best of it. And they did, and they saw some stuff that wasn't related to them, like a couple people being sisters or whatever, which I guess that's a scandal. I don't really know, but eventually they just went home and they just left it behind. Alzora showed up, which of course she did, and she wanted the book, and that's when we find out what she wanted it for. She wanted to tear out the part about herself, because no one must know that she has a penis. That's a very tight secret that she wants to keep for herself. And she also made a copy of the book so she could use it for her own blackmail purposes in regards to the Pastimers Club, very much heavily implying that we would see her more in the future, at some point when she needs their help with something again. So they are definitely on the path to becoming Alzora's lackeys, which I guess that could be fun. Now the next scene was a little bit of an interesting scene with Hanako sitting in the room being extremely bored, and eventually decides, Kasumi was out there kind of waiting for a good opportunity to come in where he doesn't feel like she is, where it wouldn't be awkward. And unfortunately that just wasn't happening because Hanako decided to just deliberately go into Kasumi's stuff and read her very, very interesting literature that she writes. And that definitely made her Kasumi not want to come in even more. Although she probably should have so she could stop this before it got out of hand, but no, it kept going, and she read her story, which was just weird, really, like, even by BL standards, it was weird. But, yeah, eventually Kasumi walks in, asks Hanako what her opinion on it was, and it was just a very awkward situation in general, really, and they both wanted to die, so Luckily, Olivia didn't actually kill them because the show would be nowhere near as excited if it was only Olivia, really. It would be pretty boring, to be honest. I like you, Olivia. In fact, you might be my favorite character, but yeah, you can't carry the show by yourself. You need others to bounce off of. But anyway, the final scene. Final scene, the girls were apparently doing some home ec project where they had to make clothing, I guess. And Kasumi made a shirt, attempted to make a shirt. However, she kind of didn't make it big enough, so, you know, she had some issues there. She had a bit of a problem, a problem that Hanako would never have, really, and she was a little bit salty about that, so she kind of tried to help out with the shirt issue, but she didn't help out. She just made it worse and worse and worse, and it just, there was no fixing this problem after a while, but it was funny. It was funny seeing it get worse and worse, and yeah, I like the whole wear it as a skirt thing she suggested she did, because I thought she looked pretty good like that, you know. I would have been okay if she wore that like that for the rest of the episode. That would have been fine. Just go outside, do your normal things, just dressed like that. Would have been great. It was really funny when she just turned it around. It's like, no, you don't just do that. That doesn't solve the problem. You just look ridiculous. And yeah, it didn't solve the problem. What was funny though is that apparently Kasumi's good at making yukata, so she should have done that, but she didn't. Now Hanako did do that. However, hers had issues as well. So I liked how excited Kasumi was at the opportunity to help Hanako with hers. Just the look on her face was great, and Hanako was like, "No, I don't need your help. No, thank you. I'm good." That was pretty funny. That was actually a pretty great way to end off the episode. I also loved the look on Kasumi's face for most of that scene. Just her embarrassment is always delicious. Like when she did that one dance, they're doing the daikon radish point thing. She did a little dance thing. That was the best Kasumi's ever been as far as cute, embarrassed adorableness. But this was pretty good too. This was definitely pretty good too. And the final thing of the episode was the puppet segment, which was longer than usual. And this was just ridiculous. This was completely and utterly ridiculous, really. But it was very silly. Yeah, I guess they were doing some red light, green light thing with some snake references and stuff. It was pretty great, and then they said Snape instead of Snake, so it went into a Harry Potter reference there, and it was just, I don't know, I like the voice acting in that segment. It was just, it sounded like she was having fun with it, so that made it pretty enjoyable to watch nonetheless. It was just, but it was very ridiculous, and just the puppet thing is just so random. I think a couple episodes didn't even have the puppet thing, but this episode did, and it had plenty of it, so yeah, good stuff. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon, and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.